Hey, family. Mr. Frederick, right back at you real quick with a message. Just got back from my evening walk. Everybody walk in the evening. Well, whenever you can. Morning, evening, afternoon. Just do some sort of activity. And, this is just part of my health regimen that's helped me improve my health. Health is wealth, family. But yeah, I did do a walk. I do try to walk mostly. Um, but run and bike and everything else. But anyway, oh, and also take some time out to like give your body a break from food for a little while. People say fasting or whatever, but I don't really believe it's intermittent fasting necessarily, but I guess that's what you technically call it. But I just mean, give your body a break. It takes a little work to break that food down. So, body is your temple, so you got to treat it that way. But anyway, a thought came to my head this evening on my walk, and that was I realized that how the media shapes so many of our minds, not just the media, advertising, um, marketing, everything we see, but the media is a big part of it. It shapes a lot of our thoughts and our fears, our doubts, our misconceptions. And then I made the correlation between how we interact socially, okay, and how we might not know someone, we might not really be that close to them, we're not up on what they're doing day to day, they're in our family, friends, whatever, but say someone that we think know them tells us something about them or tries to, and the reality is that person might not even talk to them. That person don't even deal with them, but we don't know that. So I guess the way my mind was going is we really think what we want to think about people, because if someone tells me something about a person and I really don't know how tight they are, I really don't know, it's questionable their relationship. I'm going to be, the way my mind works, I'm skeptical of just, that's just me. I'm a thinker. So I'm like, wait a minute, do you know, I don't see you with this person. I don't see you taking pictures with, I don't hear you. Where are you getting this from? And especially if I haven't talked to that other person. So if I haven't spoken to the other person, I really kind of leave it open. I always pray every morning for open mind. So I'm like, okay, I really don't know. And you're not credible. You're not a credible source anyway. This might be fake news. But it just got me to think that at the end of the day, people kind of think what they want to think. And I guess that's why I've always had kind of a nonchalant attitude about what people thought about me, because I don't know. It can come off like I don't care about people. It's not that I don't care. I just care more about myself. And I'm like, what you think about me, honestly, how does that really affect me? You're not doing nothing for me. You don't, I'm not under your rule. Why do I care about what you think about me? I don't know what your issues are. You might not like my height. You might don't like that I'm tall. You might don't like that I have big feet. You might anything. I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside these crazy people minds, and I don't spend my time caring. But the way my mind works when it runs down a rabbit hole is it's a waste of time. Ultimately, I'm an efficient thinker. I don't like to spend my mind wasting time about what people think about me. People think what they want to think. Who cares? And that's why I never could understand people who just go with what the media says, go with what this said. No, see for yourself. I mean, some things you can use common sense on and say, okay, well, they say be careful, it's a robber out here, is this going on? Yeah, stuff like that I'm not talking about. But I'm talking about things that are a little more your personal discretion. Because you gotta understand, a lot of anxiety and depression is caused about from things that aren't even true. So here you are walking down the street and you're scared of a person because the media told you to be scared of that type of person. When in reality, you need to be fearful of the person that looks the opposite of that person. That reminds me of, years ago, I remember Um, I remember I had a friend at elementary school, and he used to say, "Hey, I like going to the store with people that look like you." I'm not gonna get into too much details, but he was like, "Yeah, because I could do what I want to in the store," and I'm like, "What?" But that's the thing. He knew this as a kid. He wasn't even from this country, but he knew when people see people that look like him, they watch him. They don't watch me. You see, so it's really deep in the sense of who you let influence you, who you let tell you who to watch out for and who to be fearful for. Have a brain for yourself. Understand, have a brain for yourself. Think for yourself. People will manipulate you, people will fool you. Have an open mind and understand that the very person you're trying to be fearful of, or you think is a threat, or you think don't like you, or whatever you have, is the very person that could help you. But that goes over people's head, And even if they can help you, it might just be that they're no threat. They're no threat. They don't think about you. You are nowhere on their radar. But here you are worrying about this person. So it just came to my mind that we really need to learn to think for ourselves, be independent thinkers, question sources that aren't credible, make sure that we check ourselves when our minds automatically go to, because we do this, it's in psychology, we want to protect ourselves. Everyone wants to protect themselves. But ask yourself this: what am I truly protecting myself from? What am I truly protecting myself from? Am I truly protecting myself from who I need to be protecting myself from? You know, I don't want this person to watch my kid, and I'll let this person watch my kid. How many people have made that mistake? Thinking one person is more dangerous and it's actually that person. And you're like, whoa, I can't believe that. All because preconceived beliefs, false news, just stereotypes, and you got to be careful with that. And that's why society is where it's at today too, because you have individuals that hold certain place or certain titles or certain positions that we believe are trusted authorities. Oftentimes, those are the individuals that you got to watch out for. Why did they want to obtain that? What was their motive for obtaining those positions? Not everybody that takes on these roles have how could I say? Not everyone has a legitimate reason for taking these roles. Sometimes it's as a mask. Sometimes individuals take on certain positions so they can hide, so they can be corrupt, so they can do certain things, so they can be predators. And you see that all the time with the school system, with the church, with every walk, authorities, every walk of life. You see this. You see individuals take advantage of their power, but they knew who they were before they got those positions of power. So just give it a second and think. I know it's hard for a lot of people, and I'm not trying to be condescending. I really believe it is hard for a lot of people because they get hardwired on thinking a certain way that's simplistic for them. They're like me. They don't want to spend a lot of time. No one wants to spend a lot of time. So they try to be efficient. So they try to just go to the easy out. Oh, this is what it is. And it's not that. So just something to think about, guys. Use your, of course, God always, the Lord will give you discernment. Pray for discernment and pray for the ability to differentiate between false enemies and threats and real legitimate ones, because you can really waste a lot of your time and lose out on a lot of valuable individuals that can be a benefit to your life and that can actually enhance your life and bring you more joy and happiness and new experiences and knowledge. I can't tell you how many times in my life where I had to learn that. And I lived in all sorts of neighborhoods and been around all sorts of people all my life. And I could tell you, it's made me who I am. I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere. You could put me anywhere on this God's green earth. And I guarantee you I'm going to be me. And I might be at first a little like, I don't know about this. I'm human. But as I get in there for a little while, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it happen, Captain. And that's just me. You know, and I'm not saying everyone can be me. Everyone is different. But I can say that if you trust in the Lord, you know that what he puts in front of you, it's by no mistake. Your steps are ordered if you're walking in that righteous way. And I guess that is the key. But sometimes we're not actively in the word, but we are doing it on our unconscious because our spirit is good. Down to our spirit is good. Okay, he knew you before you got here. So sometimes we walk in a way that is mysterious. It's different. And we do things a certain way and people don't understand it, but it's ways of the Lord we're walking in. We still might be doing ways of the world. It's like we might be double-minded seemingly, you know, but at the same time, he knows what you're going to do in the future. And I'm not saying everyone is going to be righteous, but I'm saying that when you have that open mind, you understand every situation is an opportunity for growth that you embrace. Every situation. And it just makes you more powerful. It gives you more information. It gives you more experience in life. And being someone who now you have this experience, you don't know when later on it's going to benefit you. And I can't tell you how many times in my life, at the time I had no clue why I was doing and where. But later on, oh, this is why. This helped me in this fashion. So that's all I got to say, family, for the night. Just keep an open mind and check your sources. A lot of times, check why you feel this way about a person or a situation or a topic. Just keep an open mind, family. All right. Next time. Peace.